Hello, fellow hunters, and welcome back to Call of the Wild. In the last episode, we finished up in Te'awaroa, and now we are going to be moving on to Silver Ridge Peaks. We're getting to the point where our exploration expeditions are getting fewer and fewer. We only have 3 or 4 left, I think, after this one. But we're going to go ahead and hop into Silver Ridge Peaks. As always, when I start a reserve, I try to start here in the menu because there ends up being a lot of talking from whoever the mission giver is for that area, and I don't want to be trying to talk over them. So we're going to read this off real quick and then hop into Silver Ridge Peaks and see what kind of trouble we can get into. Situated in the heart of the southern Rocky Mountains, Silver Ridge Peaks offers the intrepid hunter a taste of life on the frontier. Remnants of prehistory mingle with the ramshackle ruins that tell tales of boom and bust. Against a breathtaking backdrop of great glacial lakes, if I could speak, iron-topped peak, and alpine hot springs. Follow the ancient hunting trails of nomadic peoples stalking mischievous turkey and quick-footed pronghorn in the grassy plains and sparse aspen forests, or put on your hiking boots and venture up into the mountains in search of Rocky Mountain goat and bighorn sheep. So, let's hop into the Silver Ridge Peaks and find out what we're going to be doing today. Eventually, as always. I say that every time because I always think that this loading thing's going to go very quickly and then it sits here for several seconds. Well, that's okay. We'll get into this.
Welcome to where I call home. I've been roaming these parts since I was old enough to, well, roam. There isn't a mountain or lake out here that hasn't been explored by either me or my dad. I hope that you get a chance to fall in love with Silver Ridge Peaks. If you're anything like me, it won't take long.
I'm not enjoying the weather. I was really hoping it was going to be like sunny or whatever, because this kind of sucks. I hope we're not having I hope that bug that was over in Te'awaroa is not like coming over here and doing the same thing here. Because we had a mission that ooh.
Good morning. I hope you got a chance to grab a big breakfast before heading out. There's a lot of ground to cover and it's tough on an empty stomach.
Okay, well, we're going to take a shot at this bear.
I'm sure you'll be glad to know that I already have a job for you. While things are quiet, I've been using our outpost to store essential supplies. There is an outpost not far from you that has a small stockpile of bottled water and canned goods.
Oh, wow.
I need you to grab some things from this outpost and ferry them over to one of our observation towers. Don't worry, it's not a long journey. You'll be back to hunting in no time. Before now,
we got that
we've
one.
always just used the lakes for drinking water.
Wow, there's just like all kinds of stuff here.
We've had to put emergency measures in place.
Pronghorn.
We always had emergency supplies, of course. But now we need to account for the possibility that our entire water table is polluted. Dad and I are convinced that it's just the one lake, polluted by the old mining sump next to it. But it's taking forever to get tests done, and it's not worth the chance of someone else getting sick.
All right, well, sorry to ruin the intro there, but we had all this stuff just kind of sitting around us, and I'm not just going to let them all run away. Looks like that first bear that we shot, we did not get a good hit on. That could have been a gold bear, but realistically, who knows? We got this one over here, though, so at least we got something that we shot, and, you know, it is what it is. So we'll go ahead and... Oh, he did end up dying. I don't think even if he was a gold, though, he got downgraded because I didn't get a very good hit on him. Let's head over here to... Oh, 63 for the pronghorn.
The pronghorn is the fastest land mammal in North America. They're not as sensitive to noise as some of the other animals in the reserve, but they trust their eyes, so stay down and hidden to prevent them from bolting.
Okay. So for this reserve, we have the Merriam's turkey, mule deer, and black bear. We already have trophy versions of all of that. Every other animal, we do need to grab a trophy for that. So we're going to go ahead and head over here to the outpost. We're going to re-outfit ourselves with possibly a different loadout, because Merriam's turkey are the only class 1 animal on this map according to my information here. So I'm not overly concerned about that. Plains bison should be relatively easy.
This is the place. The supplies should be laid out, ready for you to pick them up.
So I'm thinking what we're going
to... water bottles, a couple of cans of peaches or whatever we've got there. And there should be a stack of flyers. Grab them too.
I'm thinking what we might end up doing is running with the... we might end up... I know I'm hesitating here. I apologize. I'm trying to think and talk at the same time. We'll go ahead and grab this stuff real quick.
Fantastic.
And then we'll head over to the shop over here. Okay. So my thought right now is that we should go with our big game loadout because we have, and we might actually switch this out because I want to use that new semi-automatic weapon that they came out with. So here's my thought process. We have the Merriam's turkey is the only class 1 animal on this map, and then the only class 3 animal we have are the pronghorn, which I should be able to deal with just the pistol here. So for the rest of the map, I think I want to have the Malmer 7mm maybe as our class 4 to 6 animal as an overpowered option for that, just to make sure that we're always going to have really good shots no matter what we take. And then rather than running with the 338, we might go with the new semi-automatic high caliber weapon that just came out. I forget what it's called though, so I'm gonna have to take a second to try to find where it is. It is a rifle. Have I bought that already? I may not have bought it. I thought I did. So it should be one of the free options in here. Which one is the new semi-automatic? It's the new AR variant that's the 300. Just gotta look and see if I can find the name. So we get the Zagan, the Zarza 308, the 223. Where is... Oh, here we go. The Arzina 300 mag. Okay, so for this uses the 300 ammo. I just want to do a little bit of comparison really quick. So we have the 300. We have the 300 Magnum polymer tip, does 42 penetration versus the 338, which does 45. So 45 and 16 versus 42 and 14. It's not really that small of a difference, but it will get... honestly, I just kind of want to use the new weapon. So as much as it's, I can be a stat hoe and try to really just go for that. Or we could just, switch out our loadout and go with the new weapon because we have it. So it's called the Arzina. Here we go. So we'll go ahead and we'll get rid of that. We'll bring out the Arzina. And we're going to have 2 separate semi-automatic weapons that we'll be running with. Because I believe, well, hold on, the 308, what's the ammo for the 308? I forget what the stats are for the 308 ammo. So the 308 does classes 4 to 8, which should be fine. It should still be very overpowered versus, I mean, the 7mm does, so 40 and 12 versus 44 and 13. And we don't need the class 9 because we're going to be running around with the 300 ammo. So, all of that said, we don't need a 338. Do I have any 300? We're going to have to buy some, I think. I think we're going to have to buy some 300. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll buy enough for 50 rounds. Okay, so we'll save that. Let's just go ahead and hop into our weapon information. So we're going to have that there. The Zarza 308 Stalker as our mid-range weapon. The pistol for our class 3. The 22 pistol if we catch any turkeys kind of out in the open. So let's make sure we have the ammo there. Did I not? I bought the ammo, but I didn't actually transfer it. This is... The way that the inventory for this works is just a little bit annoying to me, but that's a personal preference thing. Okay, Okay, so 300 can go in there. We can get our Hyperion scope. So we have a Hyperion scope on all of our higher powered weapons. We have the regular handgun scope there. So now, there we go. Fully semi-automatic. Okay. So, I heard call over here. I don't know that we're necessarily worried about that, though. Okay, so as we do in all of these episodes, our primary goal is to explore the map. So we're mostly just trying to unlock all of the points of interest, as well as grab any trophy animals that we can find as we go. Now that we've finished figuring out what we're doing here, ooh, okay, pronghorn, 63. He's not going to be a gold, but we can take him out anyways, just because. Wow, he went down easy. Oh, here we go. We'll switch over to our other weaponry here. So the Plains Bison 155, he could be gold.
With respect if you want to live to tell the tale.
Okay, I have no idea if we got anything there, but oh, this guy's running sideways. We can possibly get a shot on him if he's decent. Okay, cool. Is that a turkey? Oh, I don't have any ammo. I'm not going to run back to grab that. I'm not overly concerned about turkeys. What is he? 2 to 3, or she is a 2 to 3, so she's not going to really be much anyway. Oh, what's this one? 90. We definitely want him. Oh, that was easy too. All right, yeah. This AR package that we have right now is going to be pretty devastating, I think. But, yeah. I'm a little bit disjointed at the moment because there's just a lot of stuff going on. This is typically how it goes when I jump into a new reserve because I'm not familiar. Oh, the pronghorn are all the... I need the pistol for that. So I just wasted that. I just wasted that gold over there because I'm almost positive that that was a gold and I was only halfway paying attention. That's frustrating. But that's what I get. Now, this is what happens when I jump into a new map and I have to try to remember what all the different classes of animals are and which weapon I need to use and all of that. Okay. So that's down the hill there. So we'll run over in this direction. We'll try to grab up as many of these things that we shot as I can. Then we'll head over to the lookout point over there to start off on our mapping expedition. It's nice when we have these nice big open areas, though, because it makes it so much more fun. I'm not a big fan of stalking through the woods. I know that, you know, hardcore hunters are all about that stuff. But for me, I like to be able to just find things and, you know, shoot them relatively quickly. Okay, so yeah, we didn't really get too much in the way of good hits over here. We definitely took out this pronghorn, but we're going to get downgraded again because I wasn't thinking about the fact that it uses a different 82. So pronghorn we need... Oh. Well, no, 82 is what we needed. Where did it go? I lost track of it. Okay, so I got to remember, the mid-70s is what we're looking for the pronghorn. 169, that could be. Switch back to... Well, bad luck with the terrain there. That's okay. We have plenty of time to get all this done. It's not going to be that big of a deal. Yeah, he was a gold, and we used the wrong weapon on him. Unfortunately, that's kind of the way it goes sometimes until I learn what I'm... Oh, here we go. Plains Bison already. I had a feeling that was going to be it. That was going to be easy-ish, more or less easy, because the bison are always... Like on the other bison on the Europe map, I was able to just run around and take out entire herds of them. So that wasn't that. I knew that was going to be relatively easy. So we're at 168.35 for our Plains Bison here, And that already takes care of one of the animals that we need to get done. I'm not sure what else we took out. I mean, I know I hit a couple of other things, but I'm not sure I actually got them. I mean, we got some stuff, but... Alright, I'll look around for a second, and I'll either find them or I won't. You'll either come back with me having... Oh, 157. Barely gold, if at all. Alright, anyways, you'll either come back with me having found another animal, or we'll be over there, or we'll be taking a shot at something else. Alright, we did end up taking down another one of the bison. I was taking shots at them from very bad angles, though, so yeah, we didn't get a vital shot. But at least we got another one down. There's a little bit more money in our pocket, and that's all we got to get done over here. I'm pretty sure that's the last one that went down. So we're going to head over to the lookout point over here, and hopefully we'll find another cool thing to try to take a shot at. Let me double check and make sure that I actually have ammunition for my pistol, though, because that would suck if we come across a really good pronghorn, and I don't have any ammo for that. Well, if it's just going to stand there, I might as well try to take a shot at it. Looks like it's going to go down pretty quick, which means we got a decent shot, I think. Oh, is it aggressive? It wants to fight me. I forgot about that. I forgot that was a thing. We haven't had anything that was... we haven't had anything that becomes aggressive in quite a while, so it's going to be nice to be back on a map where that actually happens. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to invest in more ammo, though, because, you know, going with the semi-automatic route, it goes pretty quick. This is just going to be a silver, though, because the estimate was technically up in the gold range, but only by, like, 2 points. I'm not that worried about it. So we'll grab this one real quick, and then we'll run up and grab the lookout point over there. All right, as expected, just a silver. So that's all we're doing for that. Moving on.
There's hopefully a free shelf inside, somewhere you can stash the supplies. Oh, you should hang on to a couple of the flyers, though.
And welcome back to the land of hastily constructed observation towers. We've gotten used to climbing, you know, fully constructed stone or brick or whatever towers, and you know, now we're back to the land of lumber, which is good. I like that. I like those better. Got ourselves a little turkey there. Double check and see if there's anything interesting that maybe we want to go for while we're standing here, because it never hurts to take a peek. But for now, we'll run up to the top of the tower and find out what's nearby. Glad I don't have to go inside to do this part. A lot of these hunting towers in the last few reserves that we've been to forced you to go inside of a building and then go through some doors and stuff. And it's like, it's nice to be able to just walk up to the top, grab the little board real quick, and then move on. Oh wow, there's a lot to get done here. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna head. Well, let's find out where the mission guy wants us to go next. And then we'll kind of make a decision after that. Is there any? That was okay. That was weird.
Fantastic. That tower should have everything it needs now. How's the view from up there? It's great to have a hunter like yourself around. I'm grateful for your help with the supplies. I can't wait to hear your Silver Ridge hunting stories. Things have been quiet here recently. But with a hunter of your caliber on the reserve, we're going to show folks that this is still the best place in the Rockies to hunt. Plus, you're not the only one working with us. We were able to convince Remy Warren to visit, and he's been logging his solo hunts out here for a week or so. He's got a pretty decent following online, so hopefully he's impressed with the reserve. When I proposed using social media to promote the reserve, the board were a little hesitant. But they're giving us a chance to try something new, and I'm sure it'll be worth it.
Okay, well,
so I suppose you were wondering why I wanted you to grab the flyers, right? There are people who come out here just to visit the lake. I'm fine with people standing on the shore, but until we know exactly what's going on, we need to keep people out of it. I had these flyers made up so we can pin them to our bulletin boards. There's a trail that leads straight to the lake, so I'd like you to pin up one of these flyers at the trailhead. Now, the flyers cover the basics: heavy metals, mining waste, and why to avoid diving in. It's not much, but until we know more, it's all we have. The lake is beautiful, and it's always pulled in visitors. It still looks the same as it ever did. Maybe even better, now that it's calm and peaceful. But now, I can't look at it without seeing what it did to my dad, or what it's doing to the reserve. People discover that we have one contaminated lake and assume that the reserve isn't worth visiting anymore. So far, the local wildlife seems okay, but our bookings for visitors, and especially hunters, have dried up. I have a few contingency plans that I want to try out. I'm a little nervous, though, as our board can be a little conservative. And if my ideas don't involve pulling in hunters, it can be really tricky to get them on board. It was easier to convince the board to invite yourself and Remy into the reserve, given that you're both hunters with good reputations. I'm glad you said yes.
Okay, no, now hopefully he's done talking. We can, since I was kind of torn as to which direction to go. I obviously want to go down and grab all of this stuff, but since the mission is kind of taking us off in this direction, and I kind of wanted to go up here anyways, I think we're just go ahead and follow the mission over here. Grab this outpost over here and these two over here, because we're kind of long into the video already with all of the crazy stuff that happened in the beginning. So I think we'll go ahead and just finish this up here, and then next episode we'll come back down and swing and grab all of this stuff down here. So that's the plan. Let's get to it. All right, we're approaching the area that we're supposed to go to. Guess they want us to go put some posters up over here. Kind of hoping there'd be some animals here, but that's all right. We'll find them as we go. Supposed to be on this side. Okay.
One down, one to go. Keep following the trail to the lake.
Okay, well, I'll keep following the trail to the lake then. All right, we have a plains, well, we have some plains bison over here. 168 is probably going to be our best bet. But before we do that, I want to make sure that there's nothing else in the area that we're going to spook that I'd be more interested in.
Told you, would you suspect that the lake was dangerous?
And they're far enough out that I can just run up here and finish off the mission. So let's go ahead and do that, see what they want us to do
We might
next.
not be able to monitor the lake 24/7, but at least now people have been warned. Thanks for taking care of that. It's such a strange
diamond for them is 184. I'm just going to say
home.
184 to be easier to remember that.
I know it's the responsible thing to do, but it still feels slightly like self-sabotage. Our summer season has already started, and normally this whole area would be covered with hikers. I've only seen a handful of people in the reserve recently. I'm sure that things will pick up eventually, but every day I'm reminded that my dad was the major driving force behind this place.
Trying to get this one behind it, but that's all right.
I suppose. We'd had some other issues with one of the board members, but that's in the past. The best thing to do is to keep pushing forward. I've got some big plans to help turn things around.
Double check and make sure there's nothing along the ridgeline there.
Maybe we'll have this place at full strength by the time my dad gets back in the saddle.
Okay. I want to try to get reasonably close before I take the shots on these guys. So there's this guy here.
I suppose
there's another one over here that I'd like to get. All right, this guy.
I've been watching my dad do this job since I was a kid.
So
let's change the subject, shall we? I've got a job that I'd like you to take care of.
I think I'm taking too long.
The big plans I mentioned before. One of these plans is a little passion project of mine.
Probably took too many shots on him.
We're gonna need some gear. Repelling gear, actually. I have stashed a few bags at one of the nearby outposts, and I'd like you to head over there and pick them up when you can. I've been doing adventure sports for
guessing he's
about
probably
10
going to
years
send
or
us
so
over
now.
here.
It started with bouldering and rock climbing while I was on a high school trip. Last year, I got an accreditation as an instructor, and I was planning on teaching classes. When my dad got ill,
Got too far in the water
put it
there.
on the back burner. But now, I think we have a good opportunity to commit to it. Unfortunately, I'm a little too busy to teach classes just now. But one of my base jumping friends, Sammy, took the same course as me, so she's gonna lead the class instead.
Okay, well, our plan is that we're going to grab our animals over here, then we'll grab this, and that, probably, and that'll be it for today's episode. But I want to see if we can go find those bison that we shot. Okay, yeah, this guy went down pretty quick. Man, this 300 does some serious damage. I mean, we went halfway through the body at 150 meters, and that's honestly pretty impressive for, you know, most of the weapons in the game. I mean, that's pretty good, I have to say. Anyways, we have another one over here. That's it right there. We'll grab that one, and then we'll grab that waypoint over there. All right, yeah, as expected, I ended up shooting this guy too many times, but that's okay. The cool thing about bison is that they are extremely easy to take, and a lot of them end up being in the gold and, you know, relatively diamond range. You know, I'd really like to find a diamond bison at some point, but it's not that big of a deal. We already have him marked off, and we just need, well, we need a pronghorn, the mountain goat, the bighorn sheep, the mountain lion, and the Rocky Mountain elk. So we need all of those before we can call this, the animals on this reserve good. But as we always do, we're primarily focused on exploration, less on actually, you know, achieving our trophy goals. So we're looking for 184, basically, is what we're trying to get to. So maybe we'll get lucky and find one as we're going. Oh, what was he? Trying to... 180. Oh, okay. All right, so we have to take a shot at this guy, because even though the chances of him being a diamond are pretty small, he's up in the range where he could be, so I didn't even look and see what his difficulty rating was. That's all right, though. I'm going to go over to the ridge over here and bring you back when we're ready to try to take our shot. Here is our bison. I need him to turn just like that. Okay. Oh, he got aggressive. He wants to fight. Pop another round in him to hopefully make sure we got a vital organ. As I said, I'm not expecting him to be a diamond. That was mostly just a, hey, maybe we'll just get lucky. But let's go find out how we did. All right, here is our bison. Let's find out. Yeah, no. Ooh. Got pronghorn over here. So for pronghorn, 71. We need a 76 basically to really have a chance at gold for them. So let's find out how this guy did. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, we did pretty good. I'm not going to tax too many of these guys because that gets expensive. We need to head over to our outpost over here. So we'll do that now and then call it a day. All right, and here's our outpost, and that's going to do it for us for today. Hopefully you guys had lots of fun. Be sure to click that like button if you did, so the YouTube algorithm will know and send the video out to as many people as possible. If you're not subscribed, please consider doing so now, so that when the next video comes out, it will show up in your feed, and you will be able to watch it as soon as it becomes available. Channel members do get early access to all of my content, so be sure to click that join button, check out the list of options available there, and decide if any of those are right for you. If you're not interested in a long-term commitment, you can leave YouTube's form of a tip with that thanks button. Direct contributions such as these are greatly appreciated and a critical component to helping to turn this into a full-time gig, which is the dream. So again, thank you very much for your time. Hope you guys have been having lots of fun. Be sure to come back for the next one, and I'll see you then.